And still here, just move the camera. Like I said in my other video, Toy Story. Now, Toy Story, no, it's dirty as hell. I don't know how many blocks. Toy Story, where is it there? Is about toys that come to life and their adventures, basically. I mean, if you've never heard of Toy Story, one, something's wrong. And two, it's been out for 22 years. And it's the first full-length Pixar movie. They were doing shorts before this, and it was the first computer um, CGI animation, computer graphic animation movie ever done. Um, and yes, they made it still with Disney. They were still with Disney at the time. Basically, Pixar was still with Disney, then broke off, then it was its own thing, and then Disney bought Pixar back. But Pixar does its own movies. I'm sorry. People are like, they're the same. They're not the same. Yes, I'm drinking soda, whatever. This movie is a very special place in my heart. I saw this in theaters. I was 4, I think, probably 4. And I didn't like Buzz Lightyear. I still don't really like Buzz in this movie. Towards the second half, it gets way better. But, the first half, he's just obnoxious, and I get it, and it's character and all that jazz. Yeah, that. But, to see a bunch of the toys come to life that I owned was amazing. One day I'll get a haircut. Was just so cool. Actually, my first favorite character was Slinky Dog, and then Woody. Woody's my favorite character in all 3 movies. I know he's like stubborn and spearheaded and all that jazz, but there's something about Woody. I think I just connected with him, and the fact it's Tom Hanks. But I have a very special toy, or stuffed animal that is like what Woody was for Andy. So I think that kind of made a connection when I was little. Still have it. And the fact, like, my brain going, how could you replace Woody with Buzz? Like, it made no sense to me. Now it does, because I did that all the time as a kid. And I showed you, anybody of a certain age, I don't know if kids still do it, but who watches Toy Story and doesn't check their room when they leave to see if the toys come to life is lying. If they say they never did that, they're lying. Um, I need better hair products. Well, it's just gonna be crappy. Anyways. Um, Tim Allen does the voice of Buzz, obviously. Ham is. This is also the first movie John Ratzenberger did with Pixar, and he's Ham, the piggy bank. Mr. Ham with 2 M's, and then where are we? There. Don Rickles is Mr. Potato Head. I'm going to screw up his name if I don't look it up. Who plays Slinky Dog? Because he died. Jim Varney. I just want to call him Ernest because he played Ernest. He was Slinky Dog in the first 2. In the third one, he had died by then, so they have another person. I'm forgetting his name, even though I love him. Everybody knows him. If you know Boy Meets World, he's Sean's dad. But he's also the dad in 50 First Dates. He is the assistant coach in The Waterboy. He is, he's got a voice very much like Ernest, or like Jim Varney. I just want to know his name. Come on, load. Blake Clark. Unless it's a Black Clark, or what the hell kind of name is that? yeah, Andy gets a new present for his birthday. It turns out to be Buzz, and Buzz does not know he's a toy and thinks he's a real space ranger. And Andy starts like favoriting Buzz, and Woody gets jealous, and he uh, he uh, he just wants to like get rid of Buzz, not like kill him, but just like so he could be the favorite again. And the accident happens, and he also falls out the window and all that. They get lost, separated, and then Sid, the next door neighbor kid, and he's like evil, like he has psychopathic tendencies. Who likes to destroy toys and like make experiments. I mean, he could be an inventor too, because like how he constructs the other creepy toys. Um, but he takes them apart. He burns a hole in Woody's face, and Buzz still thinks he's a space ranger, and this is where he learns that he's not, and he gets really depressed. And Woody has to come up with a plan because Andy's family's moving, um, and all that, and they do bond and they become really good friends. And in the movie, Andy gets a dog. That's funny. I had one for my birthday. But yeah, it's cool. It's silly. It's unique. It's a very unique movie because it's also not a horror movie. Yeah, John Lasseter, man. Whoever takes over for John Lasseter when he goes needs to be amazing. Um, I don't want John Lasseter to go. I want him to live forever. Um, hello, there's my cat. Um, and also Joss Whedon. Give me a second. Actually, was one of the was where are you still credited? No, it was written by George Wing, but Joss Whedon wrote a script for it that they didn't use that got written over or got changed. You know, scripts get changed. But I think the toys, the creepy toys, are Joss's. They feel very like Joss Whedon. Um, oh, that's the wrong person. I was on the wrong page. That's why. It's like, why am I not getting who wrote it? I was on 54 States. The other person didn't wrote it. John Lasseter, Pete Docter, Andrew Sten, is Joss's screenplay by Joss Whedon, Andrew Stanton. Is this the actual person now before? I'm gonna click it. A different Joel Cohen. Not the Joel and Ethan Coens. Yeah. So yeah, Joss had a couple things on it. Let's see. Wally Shawn plays Rex, the T-Rex. Could do that later. Annie Potts is Bo Peep. Oh, and Lauren Metcalf is Andy's mom, and Arlie Emery is Ermy. Arlie Emery is the little soldiers that you play with. But the guy who played Andy in this one, played Andy in Toy Story 3. It's the same guy because he's roughly the same age. Lots of voice actors. But yeah. Toy Story. Toy Story 2 is really good. And Toy Story 3 is really, really good. All three. I like when people go, "What's your favorite Pixar movie?" I can't say because I'm like Toy Story, like all of them. If you take out Toy Story, I still can't say. Okay, well that's that. Uh, and the last one in my animated movies is WALL-E.